Okay, on behalf of upgradeswap.com, this is a video showing everyone what to look for when buying a Galaxy S5, just to make sure you're buying a real one. So as you can see, on the left is a real one, and on the right is a fake Galaxy S5. So first thing we're going to do is turn it on, and you'll be able to see kind of the boot up screens. See on the right, the Samsung logo is a lot smaller, and on the left it's bigger, but you can see you might be able to see that the blacks aren't as black on the fake Galaxy S5. The screen is a little bit different, and you'll notice that, we should be able to notice that on the side, might be hard to tell, but the screen doesn't look like it's closer to the surface. On the real one, it looks almost directly on the top. So it's a little bit more inside on the fake one. You'll be able to tell right away when you have one. And the screen just doesn't look as vibrant on the fake one. And the resolution is also resolution isn't full HD. It might be 720p. Okay, so another thing to look for is when you pull down the notification tray. You'll notice on the real one you can, but on the fake one you cannot. It won't let you pull it down from the lock screen. You have to actually unlock it first, and then it'll let you pull it down. So it looks pretty similar. You'll notice some of these new fakes look similar to the real ones. They've refined the way they make them, but you can see the menu system. If you notice on the Bluetooth, it says the H is on the far right, like it's on the second line, and on the real one it's on one line. And also on the fake one it says auto rotation, and on the real Galaxy S5 it says screen rotation. So those are some things to look for. Also, the text is a little bit different. You know, the time, PM is more spaced apart, and they're smaller, PNM, and then so little things like that. Even the auto button, you'll see it's auto right next to it. We're on the real one, it's underneath. So let's go into the camera. And you also notice the fake one isn't as smooth. So on the home screen, you'll notice it's a little bit different on the layout. You know, they have the different Google search, and you know, the vibrancy you'll notice as well. So let's go to the camera. It's also tougher to select what you want on the fake one. It doesn't respond as well to touch. Okay. So it's a little bit different on the far left. You'll see the gallery button right here. On the fake one, it doesn't have that. And you also notice the front camera, the icon is a little bit different. That's standard Samsung Galaxy, the icon when you want to switch to the front camera. So you'll notice on the fake one that the megapixels, it's not going to be 16, at least not on this one. If you go to the camera here, so on the real one, when you go to settings, the layout's different too. If you go to the size, the largest you can go is 13 megapixels. It won't let you go higher. Whereas the real one, you know, you can go to 16, you have 12, and those different options. And then if you go to mode here, some of them do look real, which is easy to throw people off. You know, but panorama is the same, beauty face, but HDR is on here. It's not shown here. And also dual camera is not shown. You know, this is pretty much stock. I mean, this one was erased. It should be the same if, you know, they're both starting from scratch. So anyway, that's something to look for as well. So let's go back to the home screen. And if you go to apps on the fake one, there's a heart rate icon. And if you go to the real one, there's no heart rate icon there. There's just S Health. So, and you have to put in different information on the S Health one. So, there's these things you have to agree to, whereas on the fake Galaxy S5, you just press start and it asks you to measure. You put your finger on the back. It says that it's reading it. I'm not sure if it does work. Maybe it does. I don't know if it just randomly, puts beats per minute there, but it's not the same as the original. Let's see what else. Oh, also you'll notice on the weather sealing, when you take the back off. So the back first is also plastic. It's not rubber. You can hear the difference. Hold on. It's just, this is rubber feeling, this is plastic. There's no rubber to it. And then also there's the weather sealing. There's no weather sealing on the back. And the S5, one of the features that they are mentioning is that it's weather sealed. So you can see on the real one, there's the seal. So that's something to look for. You can also see the difference between the back where the heart rate monitor is and the flashes and all of that. This one looks more like the flash, the LED, how it should look. This looks, it just looks different. You'll be able to tell it's a different hue of yellow. Okay, now let's look at the charging port. Okay, so on this charging port, let's focus in there. You'll see, you may be able to see in there, but it's like, it's rubberized, because it's weather sealed for the real one. But on the fake Galaxy S5, it's just plastic. It's just black plastic. There's no rubber to really be sealing it like it should. And you can kind of tell from here, let's see. This has more ridges on the side, the real one. It's more indented, where this one's a little more smooth. It's subtle, but it's there. Okay, and then also, on the back cover here, the Samsung, the way it's supposed to say Galaxy S5, I believe, at the bottom. So that's something else to be aware of. So these are the home screens. If you go to the home screens from starting, it's a little bit different. This has some different setups with TripAdvisor. When you go to the left here, it goes to My Magazine. And this has S Health and Geo News. So there's a lot of different kinds of S5s right now that are on the market that are fakes. So it might depend on which one you get, but this is something to look out for because they've been refining the way they make them, and it might be hard for some people to see the differences. So let's take a look at the gallery. You can see the layout's different. This has the newer styling. This has the old styling, I believe, from, looks like stock Android from a previous version. And then let's go to settings. Okay, so here are the settings. You should be able to see in the video the vibrancy. On the left, it just looks, the colors are much nicer. And then it doesn't have as many options here. I mean, it has quick settings, and you can see the text is lowercase, where over there it's uppercase on the sections. I don't believe it has screen mirroring on here. It just doesn't have all the options that the real one does. So let's go to settings. Oh, and also there's no fingerprint scanner. You can see there it's not an option. Whereas on the real one, it's under personalization. Okay, so let's go to settings. Or let's go to about device. Okay, so you can see again the text is different, a little bit different layout. You can report diagnostic info here. Kernel version, hopefully you can see that. But the kernel version says on this one, Zhang Hong Qing. It's Chinese or Asian name. And whereas on the real one, for the kernel version, it's mostly numbers and letters. So anyway, just some things to look out for. On behalf of upgradeswap.com, this is a video showing you what to look out for the Galaxy S5 to make sure you're getting a real one. And if you ever want to sell your used mobile device, please go to upgradeswap.com. We're the only website in the world that pays you before you ship. We pay you the day you get your offer if you use PayPal, and our prices are much higher than the competition. So go to upgradeswap.com if you'd like to sell your mobile device, and hope to have you as a customer. Thank you.